Hello, watchers. This is day 4 done of my dry fast. Like, I feel a little different tonight. I've had some symptoms today, but I can't stop. You know, some of the things that I have noticed is that my urine is like, I think today is like the first time I've actually like went to the bathroom to take a tinkle. And the first tinkle was, like very dark orange looking, almost sun kissed. And then I had to take a second tinkle, and that was like watered down yellow. So I said, I haven't like taken a tinkle in quite a, maybe like, I don't want to say a couple of days. I can't exactly remember. But that was interesting. Like on the 4th day, and probably not too long ago neither, like before I took my nap today, after I came in, and then I had to tinkle again, when I got up, and it was like a very distinct difference in color. But anyway, there are some symptoms that I'm noticing today. I'm feeling like not tired, but fatigued. I'm still not hungry. And as long as I read the word, I don't expect to be. But I almost slipped today. Like, I didn't want like a string cheese, but I saw it like up on my locker, and I'd forgotten about it. And I went to open it and eat it. And I was like, oh no, this fast is too important, so I can't allow myself to slip, spiritual attacks, like people hate. They hate what they don't understand, they hate that I don't fit into their mold, they hate things that I've produced, They had absolutely nothing to do with them, but it's so good. They can't ignore it, what they produced as a copy, or what they produced on their own isn't as good, But I'm gonna talk. If God allows me, I'm gonna talk about magic and how people are using it in these modern times. But that'll be another video for another time, I don't use magic. Not in this lifetime, anyway. But, anywho, so the different urine colors, the fatigue, usually I can carry around my laptop and things in my bag all day, and I'm unaffected. But today, of course, I was in one of my favorite places again, the library, and when my trek there was very different. Like, it took me longer to get there, and I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel that fatigue, What other symptoms? My lips are starting to crack, but you probably can't see. I keep them bombed up so that the cracks don't get too deep. Like when I woke up this morning, like my whole bottom lip was peeling. I had to slosh it off, I was like, okay. But one good thing I do notice about this is that, everybody kind of like has like a breath odor or something like that. But I don't have any. So that's been taken care of too. Not that I have a stinky, smelly, a yuck mouth. That's what we used to call them back in my day. A yuck mouth. But There's no scent. There's no nothing. There's no odor. There's nothing. It's just air. Very interesting. What else in the fourth day? My heart is palpitating. That's what's happening too. A heart palpitation, like my heart is beating like hard. You know, it's like it's pumping blood hard. And I understand why this is happening on the fourth day, because usually I get to prep when I know I'm going to be fasting. And I didn't get to do that yet, you know, because fasting, requires prep. If you get the chance to, I like to prep. So part of my prep is, one, eating everything I want to eat 2 days before I intend to fast, you know. And that's not to cheat the system. That's just to enjoy it while I get it, you know. And on the day before the fast, like, I make sure that I drink a lot of water, coconut water, regular water sometimes, and, drink some tea, sweet tea specifically. But I didn't get to do that this time. And so now, here at the end of the fourth day of this dry fast, I'm feeling those symptoms very heavily. So we'll see what God says in the next couple of days. But I already know the day and the time when I should end this fast, you know. We'll see. It's a very important one. God reminded me today in the library, like, I asked him a question, and then a certain book title, like, caught my attention, and that was the answer. And I said, okay. But, it's some strange stuff going on. Look, I got a visitor. Yeah. Take your show on the road, Pop. Get home safely. He's drunk as shit. You know? Some people get drunk and happy, and some people get drunk and aggressive and stupid. You know? I get drunk and happy, and then I get aggressive and stupid. But I don't drink like that. I'm a social drinker, you know. Only if I go out. Like, there was a time where I used to have, like, this collection of wine bottles, you know, gifts people had given me, and I had never drank a sip of it. It was just for decoration. But I will have a drink socially, you know, or two. And I have a limit, too. I limit myself to 2, because 3, well, that's the old, I don't even want to say the old version of me. That's just a younger version of me. Like, 3 drinks, we might be fighting, you know? And that was, that was my limit, whereas other people could drink more, of course, and they would still end up in the same predicament. Like, you drank too much, the good time is over. Now you negative. And that's another thing. Oh, I forgot one symptom, like my breath. So usually, like, I would walk up and down the stairs in the shelter that I live in, because I live on a high floor, one of the highest floors. And that would be, like, my exercise for the day. Like, anytime I found myself, like, on the first floor, like, I would do them freaking steps, It keeps my legs, not Miss Olympia type, but, it keeps my booty, like, in good shape, My breathing is good and everything, and I just be working it out, but not today. I wanted to do the stairs, but I told myself no because of how hard my heart is thumping, even with a little exertion. So I said no. Let me see. Anything else about day 4? Day 4 made me want to do less than I did on day 3. But, of course, there are things that I have to do if I want to get out of this situation I'm in. So that means going to the library, checking up on things, Before I was just posting videos from my phone, and I had to go in and do some SEO,